Now then, people, good afternoon and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you are all doing well on this fine Thursday afternoon. Please smash me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. As you'll be aware, folks, we're getting so close now to 32k, so do me a solid, smash a like on the video. We spoke yesterday about some news on Klopp, on Rafinha that didn't really... I've just seen my friend Connor's video on about Bielsa Mark II. What is this guy smoking? Is he all right? Is he feeling all right? Where has he read this? I need to find out. So tell him to let me know where he got this from, will you? Maybe. Smash me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. Let me just say, as everyone has put in the chat, really shocking news last night coming out from Greece that George Baldock had passed away in his swimming pool. Our thoughts, my thoughts, your thoughts more than likely will be going out to George Baldock, his family, everyone associated with Sheffield United. Hopefully we'll hold some sort of ceremony for him at Ellen Road. Black armbands and all that sort of stuff. Obviously, he was a huge part of that team that pipped us to promotion under Chris Wilder, and we had that rivalry for that short period of time. So, thoughts and prayers with George Baldock's family and everyone at Sheffield United at this time. Yeah, dreadful news. If you haven't already, smash me a like and subscribe, people. As Cameron says, big love to you as well. I think the video was more of an idea. Okay, no worries. I'll have to watch it back. Yeah, I should know better, shouldn't I? I know how titles work. Yes, Louis. Like, that's not even up for debate, of course. 100%. But he's happy at Uruguay, and I just don't. I think that ship has well and truly sailed, if you want my honest opinion. Now we're here to talk about Cheikhou Kouyaté, okay? Because as the YEP are reported now. Initially, shock and surprise, because I didn't see Leeds United entering into that market. So I would like them. You know, I did my hike on Monday, and me and Jonathan were talking about maybe just once in our lifetime, Leeds United will push the envelope, like we would have hoped they would have done in the summer, like we want them to do in January. Maybe, just maybe they might, but I don't think they will. Well, they may well have. Now, listen, take what you want, but I trust and believe in FPL 23. He says it's done on Twitter. It's a done deal. Yeah. The YEP have done a report, and we'll go through that now. So it says Cheikhou Kouyaté is one of a small number of free agent Leeds United have been taking a look at as they plot to find solutions to their midfield injury crisis. We do have Tanaka. We do have Joe Rothwell, but they're predominantly eights, right? They're predominantly eights, more attacking. Lee, you trust me when I say you can laugh, but I know, right? I know, okay? So you can take this as BS, but I trust and believe in that guy, as do some journals. The 34-year-old has been without a club since the summer when he was released by Nottingham Forest at the end of a 2-year contract that yielded 36 appearances. So in 2 years with Nottingham Forest, 36 appearances during that time. Last season, the 92-cap Senegal international started twice and came off the bench 10 times as Forest avoided the drop, but his total minutes in the Premier League amounted to just 208. So not an awful lot of minutes, but comes, of course, with a wealth of experience. Now, we will just have a look at his FB ref as well while we're there. You know, obviously came through in Belgium, Anderlecht, then was at West Ham for 4 years, I believe, then Crystal Palace for a further 4 years, and then spent the last 2 years at Nottingham Forest. Now, say what you want about his age and, you know, him down on the downward spiral. This is the Championship. Yeah, this is the Championship. Would he be more than apt enough for the Championship? You best believe. So 291 Premier League appearances to his name after stints with West Ham, Palace and Forest. Kouyaté would bring vast experience to the Leeds squad. He won 4 league titles in Belgium and an African Cup of Nations with Senegal. But as with all players, the Whites are casting an eye over the length of time it would take for them to get up to speed in terms of match fitness will be in serious consideration. Now, my thought process on that is we have this international break. We have a couple of games, 4 games, and then another international break. You would hope that during that time, Tanaka and Rothwell will do okay. And of course, we can start to drip feed Kouyaté into the side. But it's important to have another option there because at the moment, all we have is Charlie Crew. I think it would be an astute signing. I think it would be a shrewd signing. Someone like Cheikhou Kouyaté, who has a vast amount of experience. So a guy to just sit on the bench and never play. No, I wouldn't say that's the case at all with Cheikhou Kouyaté, not at all. I think if we, last season, obviously not great, yeah. But prior to that, he'd started 10 games, played 21 overall, started 23 for Palace, 35. We're going back seasons here, but obviously was a mainstay in Premier League sides. And like's been said, it's worth a go even just for one season. And like Vic says, he's played 12 years in the Prem. That only ended in spring. This is only a positive. Anyone that wants to find negatives in Cheikhou Kouyaté, I'm not too sure. Because we have no one. And somebody is better than no one. We talk about warm bodies. This is better than a warm body for me. He was playing Premier League football last season for Nottingham Forest. So I genuinely think it'd be a really shrewd signing by the football club. Obviously, was waiting for Ilya Gruev, and now, to be honest, I'm really shocked. I'm really shocked that we've gone about this. He said, "Look, this is what Farke said. If I'm really honest, I'm not a big friend of signing players who are out of contract in the beginning of October because it means more or less they're out of team training since May. We don't know if Kouyaté has been keeping himself at a certain level, right? He'll have been wanting to find a club. He means that they're out of team training since 5 months. And even if you bring them in, it's also a while until they are really ready to go and fully fit and really could play first team football. Then quite often the player who's right now injured for the next few weeks is even back or perhaps ready to go earlier than the players who were out since 5 months. Now, we know now that that's not true. Yeah, we know now that Gruev and Ampadu are not going to be seen until 2025. Gruev even longer. Not 2026, but even longer than Ampadu. I think Cheikhou Kouyaté fills a big hole that Leeds United have because we don't have any depth. We do not. Potentially Yorkshireman could well be, but he's for me, he's good for the level, right? We've seen, I mocked it, but if we look at Watford's squad, just bear with us 1 minute while I just do this and Watford, who, have probably shocked and surprised a lot of people this season. But if we actually look at some signings that they made this summer, I do believe there is a couple of ex-West Ham players in there. So they signed Moussa Sissoko, who obviously previously was at Newcastle, was at Spurs. I think he'd been playing in France. He's played 9 times for Watford. They also bought, just bear me 1 minute, Angelo Ogbonna, who previously was at West Ham as well. He started 3 games for them. So for me, Kouyaté would fall into that bracket of your Sissoko, of your Ogbonnas. I think he would definitely fall into that bracket and is a player that, it's a profile that Leeds United don't have, an out-and-out 6. So I think that's, it's really astute. Some will kibosh it. I think a lot will just see Premier League and think amazing because he's just come on off the back of a Premier League season. I mean, if we were to speak to Forest, Palace fans, for example, they'd have nothing but praise for Cheikhou Kouyaté. And he's playing in the Championship. Farke's immediate answer, the defensive midfielder, came in the form of 2 number 8s, which we know, Tanaka and Rothwell. The German believes he has 2 of the best passers in the division, which we've seen going forward, but it would be great to have an out-and-out 8, especially even if we were to use them when we're seeing out games. We know that Daniel Farke is risk-averse. But yeah, Cheikhou Kouyaté, if we have a look here for those that haven't or joining us late, please smash a like on the video as well. You can see here, he's got vast experience at high level football. Yeah. No, you're not allowed to do loan deals outside of the transfer window, mate. But you can see here, look, he's spent many seasons at West Ham, again at Palace, and then at Forest. Obviously, his minutes did wane over the last 2 seasons, and that's why he finds himself a free agent. But for Leeds United in the Championship, I think it's a really good signing. And one that actually, when I seen the news, I was like, surely not. And then when I seen FB PL23, sorry, say give it the seal of approval, then I'm like, okay, so this is happening, is it? I believe so. I believe so. It'd be interesting to see some of the responses actually to what to the actual tweet of Graham Smith's, just to see what's actually being said by some. Sort of salary was he on at Forest? I'm usually in the camp of not just getting players in for the sake of it, but this needs to be done. So people that are worried about wages, he won't want massive wages. He won't want massive wages because he hasn't got a club. Do you see what I'm saying? So no one's picked him up since October. He'll want paying, but it won't be huge because he can't demand that. He cannot demand that right now, can he? Because he doesn't have a club. I wonder if we can see on Cupology like his old wages. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'll be expensive over time. Cheikhou Kouyaté, let's have a look. Right, okay, so it's showing career earnings. That's GDP, salary. Find salary and contract information for all clubs. Right, okay, let's have a look then. So this is what we've got over the last few years. You can see here, he's never, well, apart from at Palace when he was on 65k, he dropped down to 45k. It's not going to be massive money. We're giving Solomon, according to reports anyway, we're giving Solomon quite a lot. If we were to look at that, he's going to be, he's clearly not ready, Sean. This is the thing, and we can't be a charity. I think a lot of people, if you want my honest opinion, a lot of people were so gassed. Look, if you have a look at the young player of the year that a lot of people chose, they all chose Charlie Crew because they assumed we were going to get a similar style impact to Archie Gray. I personally always curtailed that. I was saying, like, this isn't going to happen. This isn't going to happen. And look, he's clearly not ready. You can bring in a player who's available on a 3 that has a wealth of experience. For me, it's a no-brainer. I'd be surprised. Yeah, exactly. 30, 35k. Like, if we have a look at our current wage structure, if we look at Leeds United, look, we have some players that are already on more than that. Pascal Strout, for example, Brendan Aronson, Ethan Ampadu, Joe Rodon, Voba, Nonto, Melier, Bogle are on similar sort of amounts. It's well within Leeds United's price range to be able to go give him a wage that is befitting of someone without a club, is befitting of someone that's at the twilight end of his career, is befitting of someone that's going to be playing in the Championship. And again, Aaron, that's very true. That is very true. He could certainly help and do that. I think it's a top signing. I genuinely think it would be a top signing for Leeds United. International experience, years in the Premier League, experience of keeping teams up as well. It's a no-brainer, isn't it? It's a no-brainer. And he could end up being a revelation, like Sissoko, like the rest have been at Watford. They've been going well. He will. He will get better, bro. Sean, I don't want to get into a tit for tat for you, bro. Sometimes, if you would rather, that's fine, bro. That's fine. He doesn't have to be given a chance now, does he? If he's not ready, you don't just give people minutes just because. It just doesn't happen. This is elite level football. You're talking about we must go up this year, and you want the manager to just give someone charity minutes that he clearly doesn't think is ready. What would you do if you don't sign Kouyaté? He then gives him minutes and he's not ready. Then what? You'd be the first to have a go at him. There's a reason why. Do you think the club would rather that? Of course, but he's clearly not ready. They seem week in, week out. While we're at it, let's just play De Bayo. Fuck it. Play De Bayo. How's he going to get better if you don't play him? Give me a go. Fuck it. How am I going to get better if you don't play me? Play me. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on now. Only Leeds Bros say would be a great signing if we could get it done. Really need covering midfield 100%. I agree as well. I agree. Everyone, this is the problem. Because of Gray last season, it was crew. So this time, for sure. That's just my thought process. Or straight away, like, people want to pour water on it. Look, he's physical, more physical than what we've got right now anyway. Great defensive prowess, breaks up opposition play, crucial tackles, intercepting passes. He's height, he's quite tall. Could be. I wonder how many goals he's scored, actually. Could be good in opposition box for us. Let's have a look. I wonder how many goals Cheikhou Kouyaté has scored over the years. Probably at West Ham, quite a few, maybe. Let's have a look. He scored 5 one year, 4 another, 2. He got 1 last year for Forest. You know what I mean? He's scored goals. He has attacking prowess in the set pieces. His height and strength allow him to win aerial duels, hold off opponents, great work rate, great stamina. He's also capable of playing centre-back. So we have additional cover there as well, which is what we need. 6'2", defending set pieces, attacking set pieces, great ability to read the game. I think this is a really astute signing for Leeds United, and one that actually I'm excited by. I can't lie to you. But you shit and have a plus crew players. Well, yeah, fair enough. Wales are amazing. Looks like it, to be fair. So yeah. And White Knight, he can also play centre back. Let's have a look on. I want to just check how many times. If we go on Transfermarkt, it'll tell us how many times he's played. Let's have a look. Is there a fan phone in this week, Joe, mate? Keep up that work. I'm not too sure, mate, if I'm honest. I'm not too sure. We'll have to have a look. I'm going to do I was going to do the England game because I had nothing to talk about. We've now had this to talk about, so I'm a bit like, do I do that? Because I don't want to burn myself out. Not that I'm just enjoying a little bit of rest, I guess. But maybe I still will do that. I'll let you know because I'm pretty tired. 1 second. I'm just having a look on his where is it now? It used to be down here. I'm trying to find on Transfermarkt where it shows us position. Just bear with us 1 second. It's on here somewhere. It is on here somewhere. Right, okay. So here, look. So if we have a look, which I'll share with you here, he does and has played mid 98 times, 157 times in DM, and has played 773 times at centre back. So he's actually played more at centre back than he has in the 6. So I think for me, it's a no-brainer. I mean, if we need to be, we're not going to need him to play right mid-hour. But you can see here at centre back, scored 4 goals. In DM, scored 8. Centre midfield, scored 10. It's a no-brainer, man. 15 goals while at West Ham. Let's get him some goals. Let's get him some goals at Leeds United while we're at it. Do you know what I mean? There you can see, look over the history. Played over 145 times in the Belgium League, over 291 appearances in the Premier League, only 1 sending off, 11 assists as well. Anyone pouring water on this or saying it's a poor signing, I don't get. I think it's a top signing for Leeds United, especially considering the situation that we're in, i.e. we have no bodies. So I think it's a great signing. Like why not? Why not? That's the thing in it, Louis. Why not? Why wouldn't you make this signing? For me, it's I think it's a no-brainer. He can play 2 positions to a very sufficient level. We're not talking, he's played 3 positions here, 5 positions there. He's played at centre-back more than he's played at DM. He's had over nearly 300 appearances in the Premier League at decent clubs in West Ham, Palace and Forest. He's a free. He's never been on more than 65k, was on 45k the last 2 seasons. So you'll be looking at 30, 35. So it's not going to break the bank. We have no one in who's an out-and-out 6. He then comes as your out-and-out 6. Our 2 number 6s are not available till 2025. It's a no-brainer. 100%. I'm going to put a poll in the chat just to get your thoughts, your people's thoughts. Would you sign? Just to let me know in the chat. Don't forget as well, folks, please smash me a like on the video. Perfect to come if protecting a lead. Strong, physical, works hard, great in the air. Yeah, exactly. That's perfect, isn't it? Perfect. You take out the 10, for example. You take out Aronson and just say, right, okay, well, you take out Pirro, you know, and have Aronson at the tip, or maybe bring on Joseph for him and then just put the DM in there. It should be a no-brainer. Need experience, old head, good signing. 100%, Andy. And there's a worry. There is also a worry that Tanaka, international duty, he could get injured, you know, so you need to be prepared for this. God forbid, by the way, touch wood. There you go, Paul Unwin. I'm a West Ham fan. You would love Czech. He would be great in the Championship. Where I don't know where you get that from, Zippo, because first and foremost, you don't know how fit he is. You don't know that. We know how they all have nutritionists. They all have, you know, sports science. Some of them have bloody cryo chambers at home, for God's sake. How do you know he's not fit enough? He's just finished playing Premier League football last season. 12 years. Come on. And exactly. And he can play centre-back as well, Mikey, which will lack him because Voba's also out. And again, suspensions, Bogle, everybody. Like there's a lot of them out. I don't know his injury record. But 100%, Paul. But if you think about it, we've got four games and then another international break. So he's got time. He has got time. There's another international break in November. So if he, for all we know, he could be training now, right? Let's have a look at you in training. Yeah, let's sign him up. Right, boom. Train. Okay, you know, we might give him 10 minutes at the end of a game. Right, let's get him up to another international break. Then on the other side of the international break, he might be ready. Not going to take professional footballers long. You know, as long as they've kept themselves in good shape, it's not going to take him long. And I'm assuming he'll have wanted a club. So I'm assuming he'll have kept himself. He's not retired, has he? He's not retired. And that's important to note as well. If you have a look at his injury history, he had a hamstring injury in November 22 for 43 days. Prior to that, ankle injury 5 days, head injury 4 days, ankle injury 6 days. He's not had major injuries, folks. And back in 07, 08, fatigue, fracture, broken cheekbone, nose surgery. There's no concerns there. Longest injury he's had was 22-23 for 43 days, and he missed 6 games. Sorry, no, that's his most recent. His longest was in 09-10, which was 97 days, but that's a long time ago. So he missed 6 games. But yeah, yes, he can. Yes, he can. And I agree with Ricky. There is no downside to this. There is not for me anyway. No, he's free. So he would come in. No, he's a free ice lord. So he's a free agent. He has no, like Hull City just signed a free agent from Turkey. So yeah, it's a no-brainer and one that I would be massively banging the drum of. It makes perfect sense to be. Having a look, 95% of you say yes, you would sign Cheikhou Kouyaté, which is great to see. So that's happy days with that. Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly, Yeboah. Yeah, this is the thing, isn't it? Yeah, great news. Great news. I'm actually buzzing with this news. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Smash me a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Get your comments in. Hit that notification bell. I'm going to come back at 7:30 because England take on Greece. And let's have a look at Lee Carsley's new look England, Cole Palmer and co. So I'll see you there. Thanks as always for watching the Just Joe Football Show. Smash me a like on the video for Cheikhou Kouyaté. Yeah, love it. Love you all. Peace out. Bye-bye. Cheikhou Kouyaté.